I've been obsessed with self tanner for as long as I can remember, just because I'm super, super pale and I need something like a self tanner in my life at all times. I think the number one tip for me is just start off, if you're a beginner with self tanner, start off using a mousse formula. A mousse formula is the easiest to use because it's the easiest to work with. A lotion and a gel, they're both really great formulas, but they're a little bit more advanced. So they're a little more difficult to like see where they're going and to see like where they're applying on your skin. Go for a mousse. That's why I'm always, whenever one of my friends doesn't know what to look for, because honestly there's so many self tanners on the market, this is the best one to start off with. When you feel like you've mastered a mousse, go for the gel, go for the lotions, go for these guys. This is probably my favorite budget-friendly option. It is under $10, so you can't really go wrong, right? Like, stockpile on them. And it's the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze, and this is the mousse formula. They also have a gel formula, I believe, but it is the bomb. Like, the mousse formula is just so easy to use because it's not a lotion. It's not going to create that like really weird streak. Lotions have a way of getting really streaky, and a mousse doesn't. It's just like a beginner version of a self tanner. Like, if you've never used self tanner before, this is probably the way to go. Also, again, because it is so cheap, it's even if you do mess up, it's fine. This doesn't stain clothes, which I really love. So you really can pop on a white dress after this and run out the door. And I have this in the medium shade because even though I'm super, super pale, the light tends to just give me a little bit of a glow, which, let's get real, I want to look like I spent 3 days straight at the beach. So go for the medium if you're a pale girl like me. If you have a darker skin tone, go for the dark. Or if you want a darker tan and aren't afraid of it, go for the dark option. If you have a little bit of extra dough to drop on this, go for the Rhodile Brazilian Tan. I just have this in the light version. I believe that there's other shades as well, but seriously, it's great. It's a gel formula, so it does go on pretty sheer. So just be a little bit careful when applying this. Like, don't do this while you're watching Game of Thrones for the 15th time that week. Like, don't do that. Like, you have to make sure that you're applying this the right way. It takes about 4 hours to develop, and in those 4 hours, I strongly recommend you don't put on any white t-shirts or sit on a white towel or get any light colored clothing or anything near you, because this will stain. However, after the 4 hours, you're good to go. If you're like, this is absolutely great if like you're going for a night, if you're going out that night, or if you have a date, because this does give you a really dark tan, even the light version. But just be really careful. Do this, like, don't do this if you have to run out the door in an hour. It's just not gonna sit well. You need to give it time to formulate, and you need to give it time to sink in a little bit. I also find that this doesn't wash off right away for me. Maybe I'm not scrubbing hard enough, but this stays on for like an extra couple of showers, which I really love. If you're looking for a really good self tanner for your face and don't want something that's going to make your skin super dark and super noticeable, honestly, Kate Somerville 360 Face. I wouldn't even call these a self tanner, honestly. They're more of a glow pad, and they don't it's not a tube, it's not anything scary that you have to mix in with your moisturizer. It is a little pad, and you just plop these on your fingers, and yeah, just use it like this. Just plop the sticky thing off and rub this on your face. Personally, I use these right before I go to sleep, right after cleansing my face, right before I put on my moisturizer. They are a little bit sticky, so don't use these like first thing in the morning if you're planning on running out the door and like putting your makeup on right over it. Give these a little bit of time to settle in, so that's why I like using them in the evening. So my favorite trick to applying self tanner that isn't a tanning mitt, I hate tanning mitts, sorry, body blender. I'm a beauty blender kind of girl. So when I saw this, I was like, I need this in my life. This is amazing. And just get it out of here. And this is it's a beauty blender. It's just flat on both sides as opposed to that cone shape. And all you have to do is either deposit the self tanner directly onto this after you wet it, or put it on your skin and then just bounce it back and forth as you would a typical beauty blender on your face. And this is giant, so this will get the job done super quickly. I mean, really, no one likes using tanning mitts. They get gross after like one use, and then you have to either wash them or throw them out, and they're just gross looking. This is adorable. I want to just like have this out and have everyone see it and have my dog play with it, not have my dog play with it. But it's awesome. Another really important tip is just to make sure that you don't look for a formula that has way too much sparkle. If it has a lot of sparkle, great, use it on your legs, it's fine. But if you use it all over your body, you will look like a disco ball, and no one likes that look, I'm sorry. When you shower, make sure that you are super, super diligent about scrubbing, because honestly, if you don't exfoliate your skin right before, you will get a streaky tan, you will get a splotchy tan, and your knees and your knuckles and your elbows, they're all going to be dead giveaways. If you're going to work the next day and you want to self-tan the night before, please don't make it like 30 shades darker than your skin tone before. It's just really obvious. Your best bet is to use something that's super subtle, which is why I really do love the Origins. I feel like this is really great if you want like a hint of color but don't want something that's so overpowering that people will know that you fake tan. You don't want people to know. You want them to think that you're just really glowy naturally. After exfoliating, before you put on self-tanner, just make sure that you moisturize. So again, get all the dry, ashy parts of your legs, your knuckles, or your elbows, whatever, off, because the self-tanner will cling to it and it will look kind of gross. It will just look cakey, and you don't want that. You want it to look as natural and as flawless as possible. Beauty PSA, please don't go to tanning beds. You will get skin cancer. I hate to sound like that guy from Mean Girls, but you will die. Don't do it. Actually, there's just really great options on the market. If it's an affordability thing, you have affordable options. If you want something subtle, there are subtle options. If you want something really dark, there are those options as well. Just tanning beds are a no-no. Something will happen, and you don't want that to happen. Also, as you know, tanning beds are pretty much the cause of premature wrinkles and fine lines, and we don't want to look older than we really are. These, at least, don't do that, and they're super affordable. Like even the Rhode it's $45, but seriously, it's a 5 fluid ounce tube. You're going to use this for your entire summer, and you will still have some left over. It's worth it. There's no timetable for how often you should apply these. It depends on the color that you want. If you want a really dark color, you can apply these every single day, every evening, or every morning, or however you want. Darker. There are also gradual tan formulas out there. I really love the Jergens. I know everyone loves the Jergens. It's the cult favorite, but that's also a really great gradual tan formula that goes on as a lotion, and it's also super moisturizing. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and comment what your favorites are below. If it's any of these, let me know, because we're like self-tanner sisters. Or if it's something else, also let me know, because again, I am a self-tanning junkie. I need more to get my fix. For more videos, check out our channel at SHEfinds Media.